Hey, I'm Daniel. I play a lot of stuff in Pregnant. That's the band. It's called Pregnant.
Hey, I'm Daniel, and I play other things in Pregnant from time to time. And we're
Pregnant. Pregnant is essentially a project founded on having an interest in music and musicians, but having no fucking clue how to do that, and kind of taking that energy from like 15 years ago that I had and just using it over and over and over again, trying to keep music as something that's not it's just fun juxtaposed stuff. It's like making sculptures out of music essentially, and trying not to get too pulled into one direction or the other.
Welcome back to Stinger Sound Sessions. Today, we're joined by Pregnant, an enigmatic group characterized by psychedelic pop and a love for synthesizers. Let's give them the green light so things can get steamy.
but the name comes from just birthing new song babies, so I called it Pregnant. I started it a long time ago, and I've had many different iterations, and Daniel was in it.
and am still in it. I fill in it. I fill in it now. I would say Pregnant is Daniel Trudeau and friends. Daniel and we've been friends for maybe 20 years or so, 15 years or so, probably 20. Probably known each other about 20 years. We played together. I played with Daniel for like 4 or 5 years straight, and then took a break, and now I just fill in when I can, which is cool for me because I don't have to be like as gung ho committed. Because Dan's been going like, how many years have you been doing it now? 20 something years, like.
I think like 17 years.
Yeah, it's like almost 20 years, like straight touring, playing like all over the world. He plays in Japan, he plays in UK, like East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, like all over the world. He's just never stopped, which is crazy. Like I admire it. So I wish I had more time to do it, but I just I'll always play with Dan when I can. So.
I don't have any specific influences that I, glean off of and then they become what I do in Pregnant. I listen to so many different types of music. I just try and find like a core when I'm writing a new song, whether it's sitting down with playing guitar or like putting samples of other people's music together to make a juxtaposition of what I would think sounds cool. I'm definitely pulling from influences because there's no way that you can't do that. I definitely try to go to a place where it's like, okay, this feels like it's me that's making this music for me, and I'm not making it because I'm trying to sound this, even though I have made music that way where it's like, oh, I need it to sound this way, but that comes later. But I think what Pregnant ends up being a lot of the time is music that kind of it sits around like the pop spectrum or like some kind of R&B thing mixed with a lot of sample driven, strange. It could get jazzy, it could get ambient. So just a lot of different influences for Pregnant, I think.
There's this huge web of people that have just like played together or played in different bands or, and like that kind of never dies. It just kind of morphs and evolves. But as far as like places to play, like Fool's Foundation, like the Red Museum's closing down, like things like that are like, those are the venues I think are kind of like the scenes because that's like where it happens. And so I would just like to see more spots like those little hole in the wall DIY spots where people go and get weird, and I think that'll always be around, but hopefully that like the city will be like hip to it and open to it. Like I've had venues, like I've started a venue in Placerville and have gone down that path and like had it self-sustaining, and it's great as long as you have like a cool landlord that's down with it and a city that's down with it. And the moment that you don't have those two things, like the whole thing goes away. Hopefully Sacramento just stays like open to people having spaces like that.
Sure, it's important, if you're in some kind of social contest to constantly be available for this, that, and the next thing. But I think it's much more important for musicians, instead of engaging so severely with their scenes, to take it upon themselves to go off and tour and like leave to other places so that they can experience some bad shows, some good shows, some different cultures, whether it's in the same country or whether it's in a different country. It's like very important, I think, to do that. And it's more rooted to like just what a musician would want to be doing anyways, I think, down at the core of them. Like a friend of mine who books shows in LA, she just quit booking shows because she would try to set up these shows for anywhere from like DIY kind of kid, like, like lesser known musicians to really well-known musicians. And she quit because sometimes people just wouldn't come out to these shows and you wouldn't be able to pay the sound guy, the door guy, this, that, the next thing. And it kind of showed the fallibility of scenes to me. There's not really like it's not really as fortified as everyone makes it seem. So yeah, that's the end of that. It's obscene.
End scene.
End scene. yeah.
Like,
Dude, I've never seen you with a beard before. Like, that's fucking crazy. Who the hell would want to remember every fucking thing? Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I would not want to remember. Yeah. Can you remember being born? No, hell no.
no, I can't.
How about you?